Good evening, everybody. It is July 25th, 2021, and we're going to take a look at this big pump that Bitcoin just did for us. This is pretty much what I was referring to back here when I said it feels like the start of a bull market where this is just grinding upwards, and we may see a short squeeze situation kind of save us from that lower low here. And it is very possible that is what we just saw. So that being said, let's take a quick look at what that means. Number one, it means that this yellow countdown, 1 here, 2 here, 3 needed to come lower, 4 and 5. This is at the moment at least postponed, if nothing else. Could this have stretched all the way out here? Maybe, but really it doesn't look like it. I'm going to remove it for now because this was kind of my line in the sand at 36.6, because getting back above this 2 basically invalidates that. And now we are very, very deep into this, where if it did just drop from here, I mean, maybe, it did it down here where this maybe 2, went really, really deep towards this position here, but I don't see it any longer. I don't see that being the most likely scenario. So it's something that we still have to keep in mind for the moment, that we are not completely out of the woods, but for the moment, let's just take that scenario off. Okay, I'm going to take off that and that. And the worry here was that this was making an ABC up. This red box was a rejection zone for C, and if we got through it, it pretty much rules out an ABC. So we're getting rid of that and getting rid of that, and let's get rid of that blue line too. Just try to clean this up a little bit. Okay. So the alternate bullish possibility that I saw as being a potential option here is that we had our 1 up here, and 2, even though, like I said, it went a little bit below the ideal range there, like I did not like these little spikes below that box, because even this box was really deep. But like I said, it's Bitcoin, and I gave it sort of the benefit of the doubt. So anyway, the fib extension from the bottom to 1 to this potential 2 is giving us our targets then for this 3, which is this red box here. And let me tighten this up now just to make sure. Put my magnet on so I'm actually on each of these things here. Okay. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, so we're actually magnet there. All right, so between the 1618 and 1382, that's this red box right here. Okay, this is kind of the ideal for this to be a third wave up here. So we should see Bitcoin continue to press up in the next day or 2 into this red box, and then we should see it come down into this green box and hold for support there. Between 35.1 and 37.2 would be the ideal place for that to hold for a 4, and then 5 is going to come up here, hopefully in this region, which will also then break us out of this potential downtrend. So I can certainly see, I'll show you where this downtrend is coming from on the daily, but I can see absolutely, a scenario where this comes up to test that and then comes down into this zone, and then we go back up here and we finally break this, and that would be fantastic. And then from here, this then acts as our first wave up of the next leg of the bull cycle, and then we'll get a second wave down, probably just to retest this downtrend line, to be honest. So there are opportunities, there should be opportunities rather, to buy in still if you haven't. I'd been accumulating all in this region, and then I did have some extra capital left for down here, which may not happen now. And if we get this right here, fully five waves up formed, this capital that I had down here, I'll move it up to this region for a 2 and I'll deploy it here instead, and go fully into crypto at that point with everything that I was hoping to use for crypto. So that's the plan there. I don't suggest FOMO. Never a good idea to FOMO in. This is pretty likely, I think, at this point to go into the low 40K range. So, you might be okay on a FOMO play, but at the same time, until this actually plays out, we are still in the choppy zone that we've been stuck in, and it could still just be a bull trap of some sort, even though I don't see, a good reason why it would be, but it could still be before we project downwards a little bit. So anyway, play it safe. Wait for this to play out. If you really wanted to get into some longs early, I would say wait until this area here. Wait till it comes up into here and then comes back down to test. This would be a great place to try for that next leg up to like 44 to 47K. I might take that leverage long position there as well. We'll see how that ends up playing out. At the moment, let's see if this, just one more thing I'm looking at here. If this is A, B, we could just be doing a C up. C typically goes, I've said before, between the 1236 and the 618. So anywhere in here, we did just spike above it, so it makes it a little less likely it's a C. And so we definitely want to see, like I said, we definitely want to see a move up into this red zone here to kind of confirm a third wave rather than just a C wave here. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin on the hourly chart. Let me go over to the daily real quick. And like I said, this was a very good sign that RSI broke out above the daily. This further green trend line is based on these points right here, this and this. And it actually coincides really well with the daily 200 and the top of the daily cloud. So that's about that 44 and a half region, somewhere in there. So I'm anticipating this third wave to end in here. This is the main region here, but it could spike up above and give us a touch of the daily 200 and that green downtrend before, like I said, coming back down to test somewhere in here between that 35 and 37 range. That would make a heck of a lot of sense. And then we would have to find support in here in order to break out and finish off this 5-wave move. And then we can look, like I said, for a 2 down at that point and try to buy in somewhere in there. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Very, very promising action here. So let's hope it all plays out and that we are actually finally done with this correction. I have been saying since this low that this is all accumulation. I'm not selling, I'm buying in here. I've been saying that from here because I anticipate that we still have another leg up. We're going up to 80 to 100K. So this was well within the realm of possibility. I know it's been a very tough couple of months here, but this is a fantastic sign that maybe our waiting, our patience will finally pay off here. And for anybody that held on during this time and or accumulated, we should see some rewards from that soon. And even if this does do something stupid and comes down from here, it just says it's a C wave or whatever, it comes down. Even in this case, if it comes down here, I still expect we're going up. So not panicking, not FOMOing, not doing anything except for letting this play out and giving me a full 5-wave up so that we can be a little bit more confident in longs. All right, that's enough blabbering from me. Good night, everybody. Let's see what the week brings.